I looked at the chart, and my chart was all like messed up
On.
looking, you know. And I was like, wait, what am I looking at? And then I'm like, man, look at that. That's crazy. Just 200
Matt
points.
said they dropped NFP this morning.
Yeah.
Was that scheduled?
No, well, I don't know. I haven't checked it for a while. I went to Forex Factory, ADP non-farm employment change. That's usually on a Friday, and also it was 5:15 a.m. Well, for my time, that's 8:15. It's usually on a Friday at 9:30 Eastern.
Well, here's open. There it goes. I mean, are we really going to go down lower? Or
I think we'll sweep the bottom and then shoot back up.
yeah.
But
I already took a buy to the 25.5 level from the bottom.
Oh, and I tried too, but I couldn't tell how volatile it was. So you can see I literally got in and immediately I was going to target the top of this, which was a $500 trade. And I just couldn't tell how volatile it was, so I kind of chickened out. You can see I got in and out immediately. I was just like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm having some issues. I'm having some issues. That you know, that whole Roblox situation I told you about, Matt. Well,
Okay, yeah.
I did some stuff and tried to get it taken care of, and inadvertently TradingView got lumped in with it. So one of the payments got kicked back from TradingView, and so they're not happy about that. And so I'm on a basic plan right now with updates only every 5 seconds. So I'm gonna be it'll work fine for Titan, but you know, I'm gonna have to. I'm just waiting to hear back from them at this point. I have another TradingView account I could improvise with, but I really want to stick with my original TradingView here. So
yeah.
Also, man, just
yeah.
In 30 minutes, there's a red folder news ISM services PMI. Just keep that in mind for US.
Oh, by the way, just to clarify, unless there's something I'm not seeing, this is not actual NFP. This is just the estimated. So if you look at ADP is it's an estimation. So estimated change in the number of employed. I don't know why they do this, but they always do it the Wednesday before NFP. But I don't actually see NFP on the calendar for.
I don't see it on the calendar on Friday. Then that's why I thought that was the one, because on Friday there's nothing.
Yeah, this is weird. Look at next week is gonna be crazy, you guys. Look at this. Monday we have rate statement for Australian dollar. Just remember what I had said about risk on, risk off, high beta currencies versus safe havens, and how that affects the general market. And so you get a rate statement on AUD. It's a high risk currency. It's going to cause a money shift. So Monday we have Australian dollar. Wednesday we have Canadian dollar, the US dollar, and we have that's that. We have 2 interest rates on Wednesday, and then on Thursday, which they never change. Swiss franc never changes, so this isn't really much to pay attention to. But all in all, we have 4 interest rates going on 4 interest rate decisions going on next week.
Gonna be some volatility next week, man.
Yeah, I can tell you right now. I just looking at the market, I can tell you I'll be probably, unless something happens very quickly, I'll probably be waiting for the first 30 minutes because this big drop leading up to open. I mean, this is at this point, you know, we need to let it set up some sort of a base, you know, something to make it a little bit more obvious what we're gonna do. That's how I'd like to trade it.
There was a 1 minute Titan win.
Yeah, let's see. I was gonna say, or else we could do Titans and just stick to it. Yeah, I see what you mean here. And well, we got another Titan setting up now. Well, that was actually that was really good placement on the Titan right at open. That's the second time it did that this week, where we had a Titan ready to go at open and it just popped right through.
Look at what I just said, Matt.
Yeah,
that 525 level.
What's it doing?
I've had it marked up for months And so many times we've either lingered right around it before a move or it's bounced off of it, and it's doing that exact thing right now. 25.525.
25. 525. 525. All right.
Yep. Look at the last couple minute of candles. They've lingered right there.
We also had 2 5-minute extreme wins as well.
Oh yeah, I bet those came in pretty good. I'm with you guys. I feel like before we just head straight back up, we'll sweep the low. There's a if you look at my screen, what I've done is I've gone way back. Well, it's not really way back. It's yesterday, and you can see where all these POC shifts were. Regardless, I'm just looking at, where all the shifts happen, because that means there was a lot of volume in these areas. So I've kind of marked the low area and the high area. So there was lots of volume either here. You see the POC shifted multiple times near the end of the day and then at the beginning. And so our POC was down here at 25,400. And you see how, let's see. You see how we dipped back down in here yesterday, and then boom, we're down there again. So if we break the low, we'll probably end up messing around in that volume and then get some plays from there. It's a Titan setting up right now to sell. Uh-oh.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Doing all right. Made a little 200 off of that drop before I walked out the door.
Very nice. You mean the big drop, right?
Yes, sir.
Go drop. Nice.
I was laying in the bed and I look over and I just see this hand reaching down. I said, "What?" What's going on? And I look. I said, "It must have
7
been."
o'clock yet.
I said, "It must have been news or something happened today. Let me stay away from that."
Unemployment?
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
I've been trying to stay away from the volatility.
There wasn't any news right then. Yeah, there was no news at 7. The news came at 6:15. The non-farm employment. So I don't know what happened at 7, but at 7 o'clock.
It was probably when the thing when the bucket probably came out the bottom.
Told the kids, I was like, "Hold on, we're not leaving yet."
Man, that's good. You call a quick 200, man.
Good morning.
That's nice.
Good morning.
Congratulations. Good morning, brother.
How's everybody doing this morning? Doing pretty good. Roll call. Everybody else out there?
I feel better than normal this morning. I feel great this morning.
Man, I'm over here fighting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Yeah, I'm fighting it, man.
What are you fighting?
Come on now.
Got a little head cold going on here, but I'll be all right.
Oh yeah, I got a little thing too. I'm a little. Yesterday afternoon, I started feeling a little something, and my kid had kind of like a stomach thing. So I'm feeling a little something too, but I feel better today than I did yesterday. Like last night, I was like full sick mode. Like last night, I was just in bed. It happened.
Yeah.
But if you got what I got, it only lasts about 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm loading up ginger. Got some ginger, turmeric tea, and all that, man. Just trying to load up and get, once I get past all this mucus, I'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching this area real closely. When price comes down into here, I'm gonna look for any kind of a super clear flush style trade. That's what I'm gonna look for. You can see what I've done is I've marked over here on a 1 hour chart. This is where see that big candle that right here on the 1 hour that pushed up. It's kind of like this last price went up, came down. Well, what you're looking at is where all the volume is inside of that candle. And so I know it's kind of crazy, but if I zoom in, you can see that a majority of the volume is right inside of here. So now I could also see there's lots of volume down here as well. So you have to just kind of look at it like, obviously you can't just trade this whole thing. That's a $2,000 candle, that one candle. So, and now if you even tried to enter at the top of the zone with the stop one tick below, that's 800. Now, what I want to do, we might just see it happen right here, is I want to see it push down in here. If it just wicks the top of the zone and takes off, then there may not be any opportunity. But if it pushes down into here, then I'm going to start looking for a shift. I want to see a clear change from sellers to buyers. And just remember what these lines mean. We have, wait, where's my line at? This is the low of the candle. I'll make it red. That's the low. This is where this is like below the low right here. This is the next big volume area right here. And then this is, what did I put that there for? Oh, that's the POC. So that was the prior POC. I just feel like a lot of times price goes back to those POCs, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna focus on strictly the POC of that candle. So as you can see, I got my POC right here. It's kind of highlighted red. Can you guys see that at all?
Yes.
Okay.
I see it. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna put that right here. It's very good chance price will at least react to that area. Now, depending on your trading style, you look for a quick scalp off of that. But the levels are perfect. So this is POC. Let's see here. There's that. And yeah, so if that holds up, I mean, it already, you see, just to point it out, you guys, before this big giant drop, you see this candle happen on the 2nd, yesterday at 1 a.m. So you see, like, this zone was already here. It already got tapped into one time right there, and then boom, we just perfectly tapped it again. So you see it already. I mean, if we would have I didn't expect that it was going to be dropping 200 points, or else I would have never been looking down there. But that could have already been a play right here, or what I like to do is use these as targets. I would have used this as my first target right here, because that's obvious. And I really like when I find these candles, especially on a 1 hour, where, I mean, look at this candle right here. This is just crazy looking. Let me get rid of this. This one candle right here, it's a
connection lost.
It's a bullish candle, but look at where all the volume is, down in the very, very bottom. If that's not a change in hands, then I don't know what is. Imagine what this looked like. At first, the candle opened, and it was just a big, giant red candle all the way down here. And then in the same candle, it turned around and pushed all the way up, all inside of here, and all that volume stayed right down here. Obviously, this is a rejection. Right. So when and if price comes back down into there, I really like to pay attention to those. So I would have looked at those. I would have looked at this little area here. Any of these untested volume areas could have used for targets on the way down. Sometimes this one doesn't look like it did, but sometimes even these little things, like, see here, you can see that it did come down to here, and it came as low as this. So if you would have bought here, you would have taken about 14 points of heat, and then it did in the same candle pull back up to this area too. So another 20 points or so of profit, even off this little zone here. But boom, it went right down to that one. Consolidating. Looks like we're setting up for a 10 o'clock type of something. What do y'all think? Think we're
you're right.
consolidating for 10 o'clock? It looks like it, don't it?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we got our
Look just
low.
like
We like if we look at it this way. Let me draw it on TradingView. It's easier. Dude, I'm like I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna let it affect me, but I'm actually really pissed about this whole Roblox situation in my TradingView because I tried to tell him that too. I said, you don't understand, the repercussions sometimes of what you're doing here, and this is frustrating because I can't even look at my other charts right now.
What the heck happened?
Well, so that whole situation I told you about, I contacted my bank. I've been dealing with that since the 10th of this month, trying to do it the right way, but they're not working with me. They're not responding, and so I contacted my bank, did what I had to do, and they came back. They came back and basically they took care of it, right? The banks, they always take care of the issue, and so what happened though was they accidentally see it was a lot of transactions, you guys. It was like probably 20 different transactions because some of them were like $40, $40, 40, 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. And so there was a lot of them, and I used PayPal for other things too. So they were all lumped together, and I was on the phone for like an hour with them, and I tried to make sure that we only hit the right ones, but they accidentally included a trading view. And so basically a payment was charged. I inadvertently charged back a payment to TradingView, and they did not like that. They said, "Hey, you did whatever I did." They emailed me and said, that I've been downgraded to the basic plan because of a payment issue. So I tried to fix it immediately, and they won't let me. I can't, like, if I try to upgrade my plan right now, it's not allowing me to. So I'm on a basic plan, and as you can see, I've got a delay. So one update every 5 seconds. I can't use all
Just
of
open
the
a new one.
features. Huh?
Just open a new one.
Yeah, I can't do that though because I use my TradingView. I've got all of my scripts on here, so
God, you're right.
yeah,
Yep, you have to do.
all this stuff is required. I have to maintain a. I'm surprised, honestly. I'm surprised y'all can even see the indicators right now. To be so if for some reason if the indicators just disappeared, then yes, I'd immediately open a new TradingView account and I'd upload them and I'd make it available for all of you guys instantly. But yeah, it's because having invite only scripts is a
Perk.
premium. It's a premium feature, yeah. So look at this, what I've marked up here, you guys. I don't know for sure, only time will tell, but look at this area here and this area here. Okay, so that I've got my high and my low marked based off of that because I see a tiny little fake break here. And then if we look closely, look, price tried to come out here, slam back in. Price tried to come out here, it closed out and then immediately closed back in. See, it didn't do a continuation. It wasn't like this. It was more like that, right? So rejection style, right back into the range. Try it again, right back into the range. Try it again, right back in the range. So this might be the range that we want to really focus our trading on. Anytime price gets outside of here, I'm going to start looking for reasons to sell back in. So that's what I'll do. Oh, POC just shifted. Just shifted with a lot of volume too.
Is that developing POC?
It is, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Is my session POC is at like 25,660?
Yeah, this one goes for the whole day, I believe. Let me see. Where is it? Oh. Oh yeah, see, I could change it to like just a session or whatnot, but yeah, I just leave it on the daily. So this gives me, a daily idea of what's going on. I really like this because look, it shows the developing value area and the developing POC. So it's really easy to go back and back test. Like, I like to take trades when they break out of the value area. So like this right here, value area high, right? Boom, you can see price broke out here. This is a simple flush style trade. This was this was actually look at that. If I would have been able to see that, that would have been a awesome way to start the day. But look, it popped right outside of the value area on high volume. Not to mention, you could see that the high volume little signal came in there. So popped out, boom, and look at the buy imbalances right here. Look at there's all buys right here. Buyers pushing up, no aggressive sales whatsoever, and no market order sales at these prices at all. So whatever happened here was very, very intentional. And so you can see we had positive delta pushed right outside of this high here, right outside of the value area, made that high. Next candle flipped, negative delta, and then
Ken, if you had all those buyers in that candle and no sellers, why didn't it continue going higher?
that's a great question. And the more that you think about that, the better you're going to get at this. That is absorption. That's absorption right there. If it's either going to be exhaustion or absorption, but most of the time, because of how liquid this market is, it's absorption. So what most likely happened was most likely what happened
Limit orders.
there was, yeah, and it was probably the same person. So imagine this. Imagine you've got the ability to do this. You have tons of sell orders right here, just sitting there ready to get triggered. Well, what do? You need buyers. So you buy, right? You buy, and the thing is, when they're buying, they can show size, they can make it look real bullish. Oh, look at that, we just broke the high. Where are we going to go? Probably the next high, right? And so buyers start to pile in, which they did. We saw that, we could see that the buyers started piling in as it broke the high, and then it runs right into those sell limits right there. On the next candle opens, and then they actually sell aggressively, and you can't see it because of the color scheme I've got, but let me change it real quick because I like to see this stuff anyway. So I'll make this okay. So yeah, all right. So there's an imbalance right here. So then boom, the sellers come in and they start to sell, right? They start to sell in here, and then you see delta increasing. And so it just ran after that. This is a perfect example of one of those flush style trades right here, where it happened up at a high, boom, and then took off after that. So yeah, and it's a value area high. So anyway, what I was getting at earlier though is I like see, here's another one right here. This one's not as clean, but right outside of the value area. You see how boom it pushes out. See this one, the next candle went a little lower, which I don't really like. I like it to be straight from sellers to buyers with no push down further. But there's another one right outside of the value area. These are some of my favorite trades right here. The easiest ones to spot.
We're about to hit the daily low.
There we go. Yeah, look at we had a bunch of orders.
Pushing down.
Bunch of trades just came in here. I'm gonna be really patient with this. I'm either gonna get a really good entry, or I'm gonna miss the trade.
Might be about to trap them boy. What it look like?
It's this dude. This is happening right on time at 10 o'clock. Big aggressive sales here. There was a flush style trade right here. So What
Trap them boys.
I don't. This is like an A
I
type
got
of
in
setup. You
for a
got in?
buy. At the
Nice.
low, yeah. I'm already
See,
out.
let's see. Oh, I was about to say, let's see how it handles the POC here. If it closes up above it or if it rejects here.
Where's the PLC?
It's at
I see it.
yeah.
Well, I got mine on a daily. It's up
This
here.
is another one. This is what I was just talking about. The exact same setup where it pushed outside of the value area and then set it up. Now, what I'd like to see for a low risk entry would be a retest of this area right here. Let me see how much that would be if we traded here to there. It's about a $300 trade if you actually set it up just like if you entered if you
Excuse me.
there, put your stop like here, that would be only $180 risk. I might take a stab at that, just to see if I can snag like a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2. Maybe like it pushes down to here and then we trade just right back up to there. It could be a quick trade just like that. The other way you could set it up is to try to go below the low, but that's going to increase the risk a lot. Let me watch it.
It's almost using the 25,500 volume level as a resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see there was a 1-minute Titan trade that was a winner too on a sell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. $31, so I don't even eat that much. Yeah, I'll definitely take a stab at that. It's $160. I already made that on that first little trade. So I'm just gonna I'll tell you I don't like that it's right here because I was expecting price to come back down into this area right here. So I could be trying to catch a falling knife right here, but I'll take one stab at it, see if I can snag just a little profit just to get something on the books, and then go from there. If I get it, great. If I lose it, then I'll immediately have a possible next trade come up inside of this zone. Y'all follow what I'm saying though, that this could be a good area because this how this did reject. We can see that in this candle there's a lot of volume right inside of here. The POC of that candle is right here. Right, it rejected. So we're actually trading in the wick of this candle, which is a rejection area. And so it could, again, I'm just looking for a quick 1-to-1. So this could be a $200 trade. I'm either going to make 200 or lose 200. It's something super simple like that. And yeah, it'd be right outside of the value area again. Here's another one too. You see where the value area of this candle is all inside of the wick of this candle here. What? Let's go look at that trading view chart and see if. No, it didn't break that low.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Oh, right up to that zone right there. That would have been a 1-to-1 already. See that? One to two. See, look at how we got all those buyers and price isn't going up right now. I don't know.
Fake break.
Yeah, it could be. We'll see. That would have been a nice trade. I kind of wish we would have taken that. Let's see. It would have been
Bounced up off VWAP.
about,
Bounced off the VWAP.
yeah, it would have been about $200. No different than this trade down here. I was actually on my other chart on my other screen. I was trying to set something up. Yeah. Oh, that's 10 o'clock.
Yep.
10,
Yeah.
10, I didn't realize it was 10 o'clock candle. I was like, let's see what's going on here because there's a lot of volume in there. I mean, it tripled, almost
That was that 525 level again. Bounced
That's
off.
crazy.
See what it does.
Wow. We've got the midpoint of the day at 549. 50% retrace from the high to the low of the day. Looks like it's trying to push up above. Mm-hmm. That little injection at 10 o'clock is crazy. Mm-hmm. There's a good amount of limit orders right up above here between here and 550. Let's see if they get eaten up or what happens to them. Oh yeah, there's a lot at 550. Might try to take a let's see. Bye. Did not work for me. Let's see, where are we going next? We got, and at 10 o'clock does not play. Something kind of weird is going on. What is this? Oops. What is it? It's 8:05. So okay. Right at 517 areas where a lot of buyers came in to this move earlier. It's kind of like a little zone between 18 and 10. Well, so Titans done pretty good. We've won one, lost one, and won one. So we've won two and lost one. Only three so far. That's on a 1 minute. That's pretty crazy. You guys, is everybody doing okay? Trading wise?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just got back. I see it never actually went all the way down, huh?
Nah, not really.
I was that little bitty peak below the body was our sweep.
Yeah, let's see here what this.
I mean, it barely peaked below the body of those candles.
Yeah, 10 o'clock pushed it on out of that range.
Yeah,
So if
right
I
when
had,
I left. I see how it is, guys.
yeah, man, if I had my freaking
If you had all your tools, man, you could have probably held it, but kids.
I like to be able to look at where the next place is, and I'm pretty good at finding the next zones by looking at a profile or looking at a TPO chart. I could typically find where the next like major value area is, but no, I can't do it. And he's my kids are. We're supposed to have, kids at my house for a week and then the mom's house for a week. They normally just stay here, but every now and then, we stay on schedule and they'll stay over there and they'll go over here for a week and over there for a week. And so this week they're over here and all of this this week they're over there. So all of that happened. A majority of this resolution has happened while they're there. So I can't even talk to them about it. They don't understand anyways, kids. Okay, so we got the POC down at 480. What would you say? Is that about 50%? 480. 61.8% is more like it. We just entered that same zone where all those buyers came in earlier. Basically retesting the old value area high, or well, the current value area high. And had a nice little Titan win right there, straight to TP1. That one looked really good. This whole setup right here, because if you look at any level 2 platform right now, you can see Delta. Everything's lined up like perfectly right now. Delta and price, the candles making lower lows, Delta making lower lows. They're literally perfectly in sync. So
Man,
you see that, and then boom.
I hate I missed it.
You missed that one.
As soon as I went in the kitchen and got me something to drink, and then I hear you talking about a Titan. I said, "Oh shit!"
Yep. Yeah, nice one came through. Market don't seem very volatile, but it obviously it is a little bit, because a lot of these are exceeding risk. Remember I talked about that yesterday or the day before, where just using the tools, a lot of times you'll be able to determine if the market. That's one of the main questions I get all the time. People are like, how can you tell when it's volatile or not? Like, by just looking at it. And it's real easy if you use Titan and things like that. On a normal day, it's not going to exceed risk. I mean, and I've got mine set to 500. So if mine say exceed risk, then that means that it's pretty volatile. Even if the candles look the same, I mean, these are
Sold at the top of that zone.
35 points. That's what I'm missing, is my zones indicator.
Yeah, I sold from the top back to the bottom. I'm done.
Oh, I can't even add it on here.
That's the devil.
I'm limited.
That's the devil, man. Man, you want to put a hit out on your kids?
Right.
I got some 6-year-olds on that damn.
Yeah, right. I know a couple kids.
A couple of 6-year-olds. Oh yeah, I'm done for the day, guys. Good day trading.
Nice.
I ended up at 640 for the day.
Nice. That's a
Nice.
good day.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
Telling you, man. Again, boss, I'm sticking to these low numbers, and I'm sticking to the plan of. I'm not gonna say I only trade, but I only trade either zone or Titan.
Right. Dude, that's what it's all about. That's what those tools are there for, because it's,
Right, man.
Look, it's once you become confident in it, it's easy to stick to, because it will work over time. You just have to stick to it. It's when you start doing other things like, oh, I gotta figure that, let me try to figure that out and do this and do that and do this and do that. Just stick to what works. You'll find your edge in things. And like for me, my edge is I'm real good at price action trading. So I like to do price action trading. That's why I'm always analyzing the chart. But the Titan and the zones, if you don't know how to analyze the chart, or you don't enjoy analyzing and speculating, and you just need to follow entry, take profit, stop loss, then just follow the Titan. Just follow Titan, take your trades, and have a trade plan, and boom, you're gonna be good.
Yeah, I like that. There was a Titan coming out of the zone.
Those are the best.
I mean, that was like, okay, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Should have ate. Yeah, there. Paper trade. NQ. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it. Fuck it.
Delta's going a little bit flat here. Got a setup there, but Delta's bullish right now. I'd have to at least see Delta break the low of the previous. Oops, what did I do? So that would be here, and let me see. Yeah. I can get ready to delete this. I'm gonna try to take a swing at this trade, but if Delta doesn't curve over, then I'm gonna cancel it, because right now Delta's actually bullish, barely bullish, but it's bullish. It don't matter anyways. We got 10 seconds left. It has slowed down a lot.
Oh yeah, it's not doing none of that stuff it was doing earlier, man. These candles, these bodies are so small. Even like the.
What'd you call me?
Another good, glorious day of the market.
Order filled.
Hey, I was thinking it, man. You're lucky.
Give me a Titan. Oh, this is so messed up. Getting all these limitations here.
Come on, Titan.
There we go. All right. Oh yeah, man. These zones look nice this morning. This is the first time I've been able to look at it with the trading zones. These are almost the same levels that I marked up. That I was talking about. That I marked up using actual order flow. So that is not bad.
Sure, everything's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, close all that. Close trade bait.
Yeah, I was after trading yesterday. I was looking at the trading zones indicator, and I put it on 0.5 as the TP, just like what we do with Titan. A lot of these hit 0.5. I mean, I know 1-to-1 is great. I like that too, but man, I was looking at 0.5, and I was just looking at how many hit the TP, and it's crazy the amount that actually hit TP if you just use the 0.5. I mean, look at, I think every single one that I see right here, that one won. So that would have been $200 here, $400 here. I know these exceed risk, but I'm just saying, so 288 plus 423 plus 275 plus 178. Every single one of them won at 0.5. Pretty much since, yeah, I'd say since open. Oh, no way. Oh, never mind. It didn't hit. I had a little level marked up there. I was thinking about selling that, but it didn't hit it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be leaving the party. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you later.
Happy hunting.
Have a good one.
Later, man.
Order filled.
He had to hit us with that one last time. What are you guys looking for? Anything specific?
Yeah, I'm looking for a good sale opportunity. I missed that one already on the Titan.
Looking for sales?
And them lows still looking untested down there, but yeah, it could be lower today.
Pushing down pretty good right now with correlating delta. Let's see what it does when it hits this zone here.
Hey, Ken, when you were mentioning the zones indicator, you mentioned 0.5. Is that the 0.5 that's on the Titan, or is that a setting on the zones?
It's the TP. So right here. So if you go down to the bottom, enable breakout mode, and then just change the risk to reward. See, look, it's one setting up right here right now. It's about to, and you'll see. So here's the entry. Well, give it a second, and so boom. So now you see there's your entry, there's your TP, and your stop loss. So if it breaks out above that candle, which it did, then your TP is sitting right at 543. And that's at a 0.5. Now mine's delayed right now, so so don't that's that part. But yeah, just just like that, and it's a scalp, but the thing is it's high probability. I mean, there's a good chance you're gonna win these, and I see them winning constantly over and over again. So instead of going 1-to-1, or if you want to get creative with it, like we were talking about this yesterday, like breaking even at 1-to-1, and things like that, or if you just take your profits at at 1-to-1.
Ken,
yeah.
One request: once you get your TV blast, not TV blast, trading views sorted out, for the zones. Remember, we had requested to add the number of accounts feature in there.
Yeah. You know what? I might just crank that out real quick. I already have the code. I just have to, since I already have the risk management built in here. Do I not have price levels? Like, would that help to add the price levels to these as well? Like where the TP and the stop loss is? Do you guys?
Yeah, yes, I was gonna ask
That'd be nice.
All right, so add price levels to entry, TP, and stop loss.
Sure, if you're gonna do them.
All right.
Yes, please.
And one thing I noticed actually too, just looking at my chart on the extremes doesn't have price levels either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I don't know how we never noticed that before, though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a standard for your indicators to have that stuff, right?
Right.
Whenever you have time, it's no rush. It's just it'd be a nice feature to have.
Yeah, it definitely helps when you're trading. When it helps a lot when you're trading on another platform. For sure.
Oh, and I know you explained this once before, and somehow my chart got reset again. You know how, like I said, if you're dragging a on TradingView, if you're dragging a take profit or whatever, and then it says confirm or discard.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of that?
Right click your chart, go to settings, go to trading, and click on one click trading. That should fix it.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, great.
And then what I would do if I were you is just now look at the top right corner. Just go hit save on your template. That way it saves it to that template. That's probably what happened last time. You probably changed it and didn't save it. But Man, that was such a nice trade right here. This was like a textbook trade. It came back, retested the prior buy zone. Wick tested it, and then boom, candle closed. Got our entry, got our TP right there for a quick $290. That was just like perfect, and really in every way. I mean, old support, old zone, wicket, boom, boom, boom. There was volume up in here.
Yeah, it was great because it could go to the high or to those previous candles.
Yeah. We used to call that a BLB, which is what we would, because the pattern is, the lightning bolt pattern is like this. Oops, it moved on me. So lightning bolt pattern looked like this right here, but inside of these, sometimes what you end up getting, like you see how we've kind of got like a bigger move like this happening, and then when you see, what is this? And then when you see inside of the pattern, you've got, we called it a BLB for a baby LB. It's like a LB inside of inside of an LB. So when you have that type of price action, I mean, if you actually look at the whole chart, it's doing it all over one big one right here. And then you've got even a smaller one inside of that one right here. That's what I'm talking about with the BLB. And then you have, even inside of there, we've got another little one setting up, is what it looks like right there. That BLB.
Got a Titan that's in the red zone right now.
Well, this is my results so far for the day. I've done Titan. I took Titan trades and I took one price action trade. And I took a trade right here off of this one. I don't know. And I know it says 4 trades. I don't know how that works out, but not bad. I was a little discouraged when I seen that giant drop this morning, because normally, like, I like to be trading and being able to watch it and see what's happening and understand and know why, look for a target area. If I would have been watching this live, I would have been waiting and waiting for it to do, to stop and turn around. And so I know for a fact I probably would have tried to trade something inside of this candle, and whether I would have front runned it or I would have waited for price to pull back into here. I may have even lost at first, but then I would have gotten it back in on this one here after it stopped me out. I just know how sometimes these happen. I would have waited for price to come in here, maybe took a little trade here, went right below, but then set up the exact same pattern. So then I would have rode it out of there and could have taken it right back up to this area. That is, even if you entered on the high of that candle, it's $1,000 trade right there on one contract.
Benz, the well-known international automobile company, has just issued a statement.
Hey, Ray.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Sometimes on my iPad, I have TikTok running in the background and it'll jump on without. I need to close it out, man. Sorry about that. My bad.
Yeah, it's all good. It is okay. We'll forgive you this time. What was it, Matt? What did we just say? We said we wanted to add the price levels to the entry stop loss and take profit. And then what was the other thing? The main thing?
The extremes. The extremes.
No, it was
Oh, and the number of accounts.
Oh yeah, okay. So, basically the option. I got that little snippet.
Wow, something's happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like it's finally going up.
Wow, that's a lot of volume too. That's the most volume we've had all day. It just tapped into a zone I had drawn. Ooh, man. If that zone holds up, I'm be upset that I didn't trade it, but it was too big anyway. No, it wasn't. It was $300. That would have already been a 1-to-1. Easy. Ah.
Three trading days ago, I had a bad day. I didn't blow any accounts or anything, but it finally took me 3 days. Now I'm made that back
Just from that one day.
from the one day. Yeah, I just was. Yeah, and I should have stopped, and I over traded, over leveraged. I mean, I didn't, blow accounts or anything, but
Right.
it took me 3 trading days now to finally get back what I lost.
Whew. Well, it feels good to be back, don't it?
It does, but it's frustrating because if I had just cut the loss, then it would only been taken 1 day to get back, and then 2 days of profit.
What'd you do? Hold on to a loser too long?
I held on to a loser too long, and I broke the cardinal rule. I kept moving the stop loss, and it looked like a good setup, like bouncing off the bottom of a level and stuff like that, but it just, like a hot knife through butter, it just kept going.
Right. Okay, there was a ton of volume in that candle and then just nothing afterwards. That's crazy. There it goes. I was about to say it can't just there was no shift, there was no change. It was I was watching that next candle to see if sellers came in and nothing. Next area I've got marked up is all the way up at
Might get a
650.
might get a retest. Well, got the opening up there, opening price today.
Yeah. There's a lot of trades in that candle right there. Hasn't been at all like a clear change of hands to where we could see sellers taking over. So I'm watching it real closely. I see this big candle here. This is the first time we've gotten any negative delta We'll see how it closes. Let's see how the volume looks when this is done. Got 30 seconds left. It looks like a flush style type of setup though so far. But it's changed back to positive delta. Yeah.
Looks like it's doing Matt's law of trading. It's going to trade back to that original start.
Yeah.
And that happens so often.
You mean to the open?
To the open, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time, and there is a lot of fluctuation in between, but I mean, sometimes I feel like when it's bottomed out, like, and there's a clear bottom, just do like a 1 micro trade and just hold that sucker the whole way.
Yeah. This is like it is changing. Well, shoot, I don't know. We got 10 seconds left. I was about to say we are getting some sellers to come in the market here, but not enough. It's not a change, not a big clear change of hands. So I'm just keep observing that.
It's at that volume level too, 25,600.
Yeah. There's a Titan about to set up. Probably take a swing at it. It's a super small risk. Red zone it.
Yeah, but there's a couple rejection candles at that level.
True.
It just hit the stop loss if you had entered.
No, I didn't even get.
I got a question, Ken. If it hasn't hit the entry, it's set up, but it hasn't hit the entry, but it goes to the stop loss, do you just invalidate it right then? Like even if it comes back to the take prof to the entry point?
I've thought about that before. I thought about making something like that. Hold on, let me focus on this for a second because I think that's that change of hands that we'd be looking for. Let me just see. I gotta measure this. Okay.
All right.
So to answer your question, I thought about making a mode like that where if it touched the stop loss before touching the entry, right? That's what you're talking about, right? Is if the candle opens, it's pending and it touches stop loss before it touches the entry. I've thought about making it invalidate the trade and just completely remove it. I don't know. I might explore it. I thought about it one time and I just never ended up actually, trying it. So, because there's so many and some of them hit stop loss before entry and some of them do not. And so like I've seen some trades that hit the stop loss before the entry and then later goes and touches the entry, right? It goes and touches the entry. And it wins, right? So I didn't know if I was going to end up cutting some of my winners out by doing that, but it's definitely worth looking at. I might just add a mode for it, where we could just put a checkbox in there that says invalidate if stop loss is touched, and we would just need to know that what that means is if it's touched before the the entry is touched, then I can make it just delete the setup. Because the entry hasn't been touched yet, so you could still just delete it and no harm. Yeah, but if this candle closes bearish, we'll get a Titan signal here. I was thinking that looked like a pretty good flush. This candle right here. I know it's green on here, but that's just because of this Titan. But it's a big red candle after that push up. decent volume, lots of delta, but the next candle immediately switched right back to buyers.
The one thing about that, what we were talking about, Ken, is there's no way to back test that because you can't tell which way the candle went first.
Right.
If it's within a one candle,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if it's two candles, you can tell, but
Mm-hmm. A lot of times,
But I don't know.
It's a lot of times it'd be hard to tell.
I personally I don't take them.
Mhm.
What if it's hit the stop loss before it hits the take profit or
Right.
the entry? Because the one thing with the 1 minute Titan, you don't have to wait long for another one to come along.
No. It has slowed down a lot. Give me a zone. Give me something.
Hey Ken, I meant to tell you yesterday. Thanks for the quick turnaround on that. Getting me set up and everything yesterday.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to get you set up and running.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go through the videos and all that by now.
Not all of them. I did the first. I'm going in order like you said. Right. So I completed the Titan one, and then I'm on the next one after that one. So
perfect.
Yeah, once we wrap up here, I'll be going through the rest of them the rest of the day.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, just like I said, have fun with it and just stick to it. You've been hanging out with us long enough to know, like, that you can see by now, it's that you've got some people that kind of are sporadic and they stick to it a little bit and then they jump around and they stick to it and jump around, back and forth. And then you've got people that will really stick to it, and that's where you see the big difference. So, you just want to stick to one strategy. There's really nothing left to figure out. I've already figured everything out. So it's just a matter of building that confidence, getting used to the strategy, getting used to executing it, and just doing it over and over again. And then once you're good with that, then as time by like, I think just by default people try to improve things, but you'll have that discipline. You'll know, okay, I have to, if I'm going to make a change, I have to test it over at least 100 trades. I mean, that's all it is. You just, if there's one thing I could give it to anybody, the most valuable advice, if you will, is to, when you make a change to your trading strategy, you've got to, you absolutely have to test it for at least 100 trades. Like, you've got to do that. You just absolutely have to. If you don't test it over a decent amount of trades, then you're just never gonna know. You're never gonna know if it's gonna work long term or not.
Right. Yeah.
Got a little tight in trying to set up here. $6.17. Yeah, so yeah, that's for anybody. If you get your strategy, you understand your strategy, you say, okay, you know what, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm looking for, here's my strategy. 100 trades. That is what you're doing. You're not trying, when you have a new strategy, it is not time to make money. It's time to prove to yourself that strategy works. And that can be a lot of fun if you'll look at it that way. Everybody comes in and they say, I want to make the money and I want the money now. I got to make the money right now, and that's all they want to do. And of course, that's why most people start trading, is because they want to make money. But you've got to build the confidence in your system. And so 100 trades is the easiest way to do that. Plus, you're reinforcing really good habits for trading in general, like, the discipline part, right? And the sticking to the strategy. Anybody that's made it with trading and actually makes money, if you ask them, they'll tell you that the way to make money is to be consistent with the strategy. They wouldn't change or deviate from their strategy for nothing, because they know that it works.
Right. Exactly.
When you know it works, then you're gonna stick to it. It's easy.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the shiny object syndrome, because there's a lot of stuff out there, man.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely distract you. Like,
sure is.
Put some skin in the game and get somewhere and sit down and learn how to do this the right way.
Yeah, it's easy to get distracted though, and like, oh, let me try this, let me try that.
Get that.
That Titan ain't make it, man. I was looking at that sale.
I know it has bounced back and forth over and over again.
I was set up on that mug too.
Let's get a little break up above that high. Come on, a nice little entry right there. If we could get that entry and then a break above the high and take us right to this TP1, be a nice one. We got what? Oh, that one didn't make it either.
It's almost over with for the 10 o'clock hour. Last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing with the Titan, I'm saying, is you just got to be patient and wait for the right setup. I mean, yeah. I mean, I like that you can always, set the pending order and, and take profit on that. I'm noticing that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if it don't kick in, you ain't lost nothing.
Right.
So
Yeah, and then just the other thing too is just to remember, it's real easy to look at a chart and say winner loser, winner loser, winner loser, winner loser, winner loser, right? But you don't need all these trades, right? It's
right.
awesome that we can look at this chart and see a dozen trading setups, all spread throughout here. We've got all these different opportunities. That's great to see. But we only need to get in there and get a couple. That's all we gotta do is just get in, grab a couple of them, and and then we're good. Uh-oh. So it makes it a lot easier when you you don't have to take every single one of these trades, and then on top of that, you can start saying, all right, well then how can I combine these to where my probability is the best? And that's what I like to do is I like to look for places where my likelihood of winning that trade is the best. I can stack these indicators, stack the confluences, pop in, snag a trade, and be done.
Now there's a 1 minute Titan setting up.
Mm.
It's got following the CVD and
Ooh, yeah.
well, it was red.
What is it? Where are we at here? Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, 1 minute Titan. Let me see CVD. CVD is a little flat right now. I do see what you mean that it's red, but it's you see what I'm saying? How it's kind of flat. It's not really trending up or trending down. That normally means that we're in an area where absorption is taking place.
I'm looking at MNQ though, a little different.
Yeah, true. But this one is working so far.
And profit.
Yeah. Nice. I hopped in there with you guys. I got that one. I just took it to the first TP.
I'm back break even for today.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Now I can go and get me a little profit. I was down 30-some bucks, but that time just got me back right.
All right, it is Celsius time. Ooh, look at that. It's about to soon as my
How did you like that? How'd you like the fruit punch Celsius I recommended?
You know what, man? That flavor just wasn't for me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It definitely tastes like fruit punch for sure. I mean, it
is a little. I don't know how to describe it. Almost like cough syrupy, sugary. I don't know. I mean.
Let me show you another one that you might be interested in. That is so freaking good. Let me just pull this up. If you find one of these, you should try one. The only place I ever find them is at my gym. They sell them at the gym at the place, but it's this one. But look, see, now they say it's at Albertsons. I ain't never seen it at Albertsons. I'm trying to find one that has like a good picture, but it's a real solid, nice TP1 on that trade right there. That was good. Good call on that, Matt. This right here. This is probably
juicy strawberry.
Yeah, and it is so good. And so 0 sugar, hydration. It's got the electrolytes and everything in it. But 0 sugar. I don't know how they make it so sweet. It is so good. The flavor of it is so good. It only has 100 milligrams of caffeine, which that's great for me. I'm kind of sensitive to caffeine. Like I don't need a lot. Like this Celsius that I've got here, I think it has 200 milligrams of the stuff of the caffeine. Let me see. I don't know where oh yeah, caffeine content 200 milligrams. I got to drink these slow. Like I have to drink them over time. Otherwise they like they get me feeling kind of like jittery, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. But that one that I just showed you there, that one has got, out of all of the different things that I've tried, flavor wise, that one's got the best flavor.
What you think, Ken? You think we're gonna go back and see the lows of the day today, or you leaning toward we may be headed back towards the top?
Let's see. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Looking at it, I mean, what I see is I see this big move down, and then this was all this morning, and then boom, 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 right? So there's obviously a big pull back here. Yeah, it could go back down like that. This is what you're kind of looking at. Could do that. It could do that, but I just do not know right now. On the one this 1 hour candle from 10 o'clock till now, pretty strong close. We're about to close here in a few minutes. Pretty strong close. It's closing in the top half of the candle. The volume's pretty evenly distributed. So yeah, this one's kind of hard for me to tell. Now that 1 hour rejection that we had there was a big shift. Like in here, there was a big shift between aggressive sellers and then buyers stepping in. So I mean, there was, like, out of that 1 hour candle, think of it like this. It started here, started there, and it ended here. And so in this part here, there's a lot of aggressive selling, but buyers stepped in really heavy down here in this area, started lifting it off that way. So I would assume that somebody's got a strong position down here and they'd want it to go as far as possible up. So, I don't know. I would think it would keep going up, but or at least if it drops back down into here, maybe they try to defend it. I don't know. A couple ways you could look at it, but I'm just not too sure. Okay. I think I've got, let me enable breakout mode. What do we got coming up here? Can't take that one anyways. That one wouldn't have worked, so My rule is I have to just stop and wait. Oh God, new login to my DoorDash. How somebody got logged into my DoorDash account? What are they gonna do? Gonna try to order food? Nobody should be logging into my DoorDash.
That's wild, man.
I
That's
know.
wild. I ain't never. I've had like one time where it said something was logged into my thing, but it turned it out to be me. But I said, man, I couldn't imagine like somebody logged in. So who is you? What are you doing? Maybe one. Do they have access to your DoorDash?
What I do is one at a time. I two-factor authentication things because it's like at least once a month I get a notification that my passwords, like if you guys got Gmail, do you guys get these messages that says oh no, your password was found in a leak or something like that? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, it says it's been compromised.
Right. So yeah, that right there. So however they're doing it, I don't know how they're doing it, but they so annoying. I don't know my own password apparently, and I can't reset it because I don't know the current password. But I get that at least once a month. Once a month, I get that. Somebody got my password, but one thing they don't got is my phone. They can't do anything if they don't, if they don't have my phone on them, then they can't get into my stuff. Well, I wish I could figure it out. I'm just sitting and watching. I'm not taking any of these until I see one winner come through. It's like I always say. So last time we had a winner was right here. Boom, it came through, did its thing right there. And then this trade did not work. So I just sit and watch and wait until I see another trade win, and then I'll start looking for some trades off that again. Probably take one more and I'll be done. 1 second, I got a call.
There she goes.
Yeah, I put a Fibonacci on it to see from the swing high to swing low to swing high. I think this might be pushing back down to that 50% area.
Let me take a look at that.
Mm.
Well, depending on where you're doing your fib, if you're doing it from just before market open, then it's past the 50%. If you're doing it to the most recent one, let's see. Yeah, then we're at like the 38.2.
Yeah.
.382.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. Yeah. And that 50% level for me is just above the session value area low.
Yeah. I just wonder if it's going to go back up to the top to that before that drop this morning.
Yeah, well, it looks like it keeps stopping at that 25,600 volume level area.
Yep. Yeah, it hadn't been able to break above there.
I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the 25,500 level area where there was a lot of support and resistance, and then come back up to the 25,600.
Yeah. It's been a strange day today.
Yeah, I mean, there was that initial huge drop, and then if you go to like a 5-minute candle chart, there's a lot of big wicks.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking at
when that happens, a lot of big wicks. It's to be honest, it's kind of hard to trade because if you're doing scalping, you're getting wicked out a lot.
Yeah.
Like there's no 5-minute candles that are continuous, big, nice bodies that are trending. Anne's doing something.
Yeah, look like he's updating the script.
Yeah. Ken, we can see. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Publish script.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're reading. Hadn't learned coding.
I've used AI to do some coding stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, like ChatGPT?
No. You can use ChatGPT, but there's others that are way better for coding. I'm using one called, I mean, there's a million of them out there, but there's one called GenSpark that I'm using is pretty good.
Cool.
I've used it to write expert advisors, just other things, web-based stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's not perfect every time. You have to do trial and error and then tell it what to fix, and but it's cheaper than hiring a coder for $100 an hour.
Right.
I mean, you can get a lot done with $20 of AI credits. That's for sure.
Do they have places where you can take courses on how to do that, or I mean?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a lot of free YouTube stuff, but yeah, I just say, start. I want you to build me an EA that will do this, this, and this, and then it spits out the first version, and then you say, okay, I need you to fine tune this, or the stop loss isn't working, and then it'll say, okay, give me the log files, and then you upload the log files. Oh yeah, okay, I got to fix this because of this.
Wow.
So it's a lot of back and forth, but I mean, like I said, it's just way, way cheaper, and not than hiring a coder, but also too, you're interacting right away with the coder. You got to, you wait a couple days, and then he emails you, and then you got to analyze it and get. This way, it's instant.
Right.
And AI too can build, like, design beautiful websites, like, instantly. Like, it's so crazy. Look at this. I think we're heading back up there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Cumulative delta is really good.
Yeah, on that 500, there were quite a few touches to that 600 level. So
Yeah, there was. It's like 100-point zone.
mhm.
You know, from my trading setup, I really like having a 5-minute chart and then a 30-second chart. It's pretty cool. The 5-minute, you can see the overall trend, and 30-second is good for the tight scalping.
Yeah, I hadn't even looked at the 30-second. I got a 5 minute and 1 minute. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I do 1 minute too. Like, but once I get in the trade, I jump into the 30-second to manage it.
Okay. Now, are you managing your trades all in TradingView, or are you using Tradeovate to manage it?
I have them both, but I'm trading actually on Tradeovate.
Okay.
But I have everything. I could do. I like actually managing better just on TradingView, but the problem is when you slide your take profit or whatever, like, it only does it for one account.
Yeah,
it does if you're group trading, right? Unless you're using some kind of copy trade service, which I might switch to that way. Because also too, like, it's easier visually. I like trading view visually. Like, if say you have a pending order, like if say right now I put a sell at the 600 level, then I can also do the take profit and the stop loss as well. And it's just, I'm sure you can do that on Tradeovate, but it's easier visually and it's just nicer. So I might do that and then use a copy trade service. You know, but I did notice that once I was group trading, and then I slid my stop loss on TradingView, and then I heard that I got stopped out. And then I looked, but I had 3 other accounts that were still going because the stop loss was at a different location, right?
Yeah. So it has to be congruent across all the accounts.
Yeah. So, and you can do that by when you're group trading. If you move the stop loss on Tradeovate, but if you move it on TradingView, for some reason, it only does it for that one account that you're logged into.
I noticed that sometimes with TradingView too, like if you go to exit out of a trade manually, it'll be delayed. Like it'll.
I know. I mean, even on the Tradeovate, like when I click exit and cancel, and I'm talking like 1 second, but sometimes when the market's moving fast, you're up $50, and when you click exit, by the time it actually closes it, you're only up $12.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no way around that when the market's moving that fast. I mean, if it hits your actual take profit, it will liquidate at that price, you know. But I usually actually exit and market and cancel all before, like, I have my stop loss and take profits.
Right.
But I'm usually clicking that button before it reaches one or the other.
Yeah. Like a few ticks before it gets in there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just depending on where, like, if the market's really moving fast towards my take profit, I'll let it go. But sometimes it slows down and it's bouncing around. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just done. I'm out. Ray, are you on a evaluation account right now or PA?
No, I just joined the mentorship, so I just decided to go ahead and until I get comfortable with using everything that's in there.
Paper trade?
Yeah, I'm paper trading again. Yeah,
that's smart. It is.
Yeah,
smart.
The last 4 evaluation accounts. Man, I got all the way up to the very end, to like within a couple of $100 of passing, and just I don't know. But my psychology threw me off, man. I blew him.
Yeah. The one thing personally I have found, if you're trading, let's say, an evaluation account you got for $50, I didn't treat it with respect because I'm like, it's only $50, right? But what you really should treat it as if you had 50 accounts for $1,000 and you paid $1,000 for it, because I guarantee if you paid $1,000 for something, you're treating it different than if you only paid $50.
Yeah. I picked up over the holiday. I did pick up two $25,000 accounts. Yeah. So I said, well, I'm just going. I'll let it sit a couple of days. Maybe I may trade on them starting next Monday, and then as I go through, I'm still going through the modules that what's in the back office. So I'll give it a couple of days. I may just take this week in paper trade and then start fresh on Monday, trading those and go from there. Yeah, but definitely treating them like they're like 50,000 or above or better, So
like I said, if you treat it like it's only $50 or $100, I can just I can just rebuy if I blow it. It's no big deal. But if you have that mentality, like I would treat it like you have 20 accounts, and think about it. If you blew 20 accounts, you'd be mad. Like,
most definitely. Yeah, and I don't want to keep throwing money out there either. That's my thing.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm at a point now. I'm like, okay, let me get a little bit more serious. Let me settle down. You play around a little bit. This is not a hobby. You're looking at this to be something long term. So I'm just shifting. I'm trying to do my best to shift my mindset and corral my emotions, of course. So.
Also keep, for everybody too, keep all your receipts for all your, if you're in the mentorship, or all your evals and, all your costs, keep those receipts, because I mean, I don't know, I'm sure it's the same in the States. I mean, we can use those like against capital gains for like for their deductions, right? I mean, that's a cost to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I need to hold on to that stuff. Definitely.
Here in Canada, you can do, if you're a trader, you can do it two ways. You can claim your profits or losses as capital gains, which is you pay 50% less tax on capital gains, and then you have your losses or capital gain deductions. But if you treat it as a regular income, then you pay at the full tax rate. Now, if you're a losing trader, you can claim, the deductions are 100% tax deductible. But obviously you want to be a profitable long term. And see, we have to pick. You can only choose one or the other, either capital gains or regular income. And you should choose the capital gains, because I think you pay less tax on capital gains as of regular income. But once you choose one and submit that on your taxes, you can't switch the next year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
So people get, and I'm sure it's similar in the States. I would always choose the capital gains route, because the goal is to be profitable long term. If you're just a losing trader, well, then you want the maximum deduction, but that's not the way people should be thinking.
Right.
But people, all your receipts.
Make enough money and move to Puerto Rico.
Move. They got a lot of bad weather in Puerto Rico, though, don't they? A lot of hurricanes and
during the summer months.
During
the summer months. During the summer months, it's always a high risk because the rainy season, hurricane season. But we're kind of subject to that here. And I live in the southeast, so it's always kind of that risk being so close because we're close to Florida. So but I don't know. Georgia's kind of interesting. We sit between. We're right on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains, and then we have the coastal plains down to the south, and of course the tropics. So, I mean, we get our share of weather around here. It'll be like today. It's not a cloud in the sky. It's been sunny, but it's been raining the last few days and cold. Next week it'll probably be back up in the 70s. So
Yeah.
it was 32 degrees this morning, and a couple of days from now it'll probably be we can go out there with shorts on and a t-shirt. So you have to be really careful around here in the fall and in the winter, of course. Yeah, but summers are pretty steady. Yeah, just hot, humid.
I don't know where Ken went to. Maybe his microphone's off or something.
Yeah, he was playing around there for a minute on the screen. All right, it looks like he's trying to make his way back down, but it's playing around.
Well, I gotta head to work. I'm done for the day. I think it'll be in a zone for a while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in about an hour and a half, it starts to take off again, but a lot of times, like the best is the first hour and a half of the market. After that, it's like you just kind of a lot of waiting around.
Yeah, because it's almost 11:30 Eastern, so yeah, it may zone out until after lunch, and maybe get some movement after lunch. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk to you later, Ray. Everybody else, have a good one.
All right, have a good day.
All right, Matt, take it easy.
Is Ken talking?
No, he's been pretty quiet for a minute.
What's up, guys? I'm here. I've been watching the charts, but I got like a little family thing going on um that I was trying to get worked out, but looks like we had a nice little rally out of these lows, tagged these areas and just never came back. You guys get any trading in?
Got a couple of Titans, but a couple of them lost. Well, on the 1 minute, they didn't make it. So it clicked in, but I didn't get enough time to get out. So I lost a couple of them. So it's all good.
Yeah, I got a couple Titans today. I got when I got on that phone call, I went ahead and took a swing on a trade here, and I got a pretty good one. It's got me done for the day. I took it from I entered here with my stops below in this area, and then I traded up to here. So I got about I don't know. It was about $1,000 trade. It was about 55 points or so. So that's just I took it like that because we got this Titan setting up right here. So the Titan set up and then it pulled back into here, but I wasn't in the trade. And so it had come down, and then when it started to come back up, I went ahead and took the trade here, and right here at this 555 level, put the stop here and swung it. And I was just targeting the highs right there. So I got that, and let me see what that puts me at for the day. It's 500. So these are my daily.
That's awesome. That's one day I want to get with.
Yeah. Oh, you get there sooner than you think. You just keep sticking to it. You stick to what you're doing, taking your trades. You get there. I'm also risking a little bit more because I've got a good buffer on my account. So it's this is no different. I would have normally made $200 or $300, but because I'm risking a little bit more, that's why I'm up where I'm at right now. Man, that was a really good trade. I didn't get it, but that was a nice trade right up here. This little railroad looking reversal type of thing. I like these trades, especially when they set up and then pull back. I bet you that it pulled back right into the volume and take it. Look at it now. Melting off. They're selling hard. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm good with my 550, you guys. I'm going to end my trading. Really pretty good day. For those of you that are still around or got in and got some of this today, it was pretty simple trading. Had a couple good tight ends. All in all, pretty simple price action. I mean, we had that big giant drop off this morning, and then prices just kind of slowly trend up over time. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here, but I'll be back tomorrow morning. What time do we get here? 9:30. So I'll see you guys in the morning. You guys enjoy your rest of your day, and see you tomorrow.
All right, Ken. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, no worries. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.